All right, so we are going to be doing a 30-minute beginner flow. If you have a yoga mat, take a second, roll out your yoga mat. You don't need a yoga mat, however, I prefer to use one, and it also helps me to know the space that I have so that you guys can see me. If you have yoga blocks, go grab your yoga blocks, place them at the top of your mat so that they're handy if you do need them. If you don't have yoga blocks, go grab a container with a flat top and bottom that won't collapse if you were to put a little bit of weight on it. One more thing we might be needing is a yoga strap. If you have a yoga strap, go grab it. Same thing, place it at the top of your mat. If you don't have a yoga strap, I recommend go grabbing a towel. So, with that being said, one more thing, water. Make sure you have water nice and handy just in case you ever need it. And also, throughout the class, I sometimes will be facing you. I sometimes will be turning sideways. Other times I will be diagonaling my body. I'm going to position my body whatever way I think I need to be so that you guys can see me best and do the posture best. However, I want you guys to stay facing whatever direction you can see me best throughout the entire class. When I say inhale, arms come up, you can bring them up in front of you, or you can bring them nice and wide to the side, depending on the space that you have that you're working with. And if at any point in time I'm doing something that hurts, it's like a sharp shooting, pinching sensation, stop doing it. If it's just like tight, tense, a little uncomfortable, just ease out of the posture a little bit instead of like pushing yourself deeper into it. And if at any point in time you need to take a break, I always suggest child's pose. So what child's pose is you're on the face of your feet, you sit back on towards your heels, your arms come straight out in front of you. You just relax your head on the mat, relaxing your chest down to the ground. All right, so this is going to be just a general full body class. I see people popping in. Hi. So we're going to get started. Coming to the top of our mats, we are just going to take a second and get grounded here. We are going to roll our shoulder blades back onto each other. Let's drop our chin, close our eyes. Inhaling through our nose, exhaling out of our mouth. Just taking a moment here, settling into our space, settling into our energy. As you inhale, feel your lungs expanding all the way. And on the exhale, I want you to collapse your lungs, so let out all of that air. Really nice big exhale. And one final inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to drop our hands all the way down towards our toes. They don't have to touch our toes, just down towards our toes. We're going to interlace our arms and then drop our head nice and heavy so our ears will be next to our biceps. You can either just hang here or you can sway side to side, just slowly loosening up the back of our quads, so our hamstrings. You want to try to actively push your shoulders down to the ground to also open up that space behind your shoulder blades. Holding this for 10 breaths. One final inhale here. Exhale, dropping those hands down to the ground. If you need to bend your knees, that's totally okay. So our hands are flat on the ground. We're going to step one foot back, bring the other back. So this position right here is called high plank. I don't want to see no relaxed shoulders. I want you pressing up out of your shoulders. I don't want your butt dropping down. I also don't want it high. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze that belly button back towards your spine. And we're going to lower ourselves to the base of a push-up. Nice big inhale, swooping through to upward facing dog. So, in upward facing dog, the shoelace side of your foot, if you had shoes on, the shoelace side of your foot should be down on the ground. You shouldn't be tucked on your toes. Your hands are on the ground. Those are the only two parts of your body touching the ground. You're pressing up out of those shoulders. Gaze should be right ahead or up to the ceiling, whatever feels better for you. Just relaxing our low back. Nice big inhale here. On the exhale, we tuck our chin, gaze goes back towards our belly button. Flip one foot, then the other. This is called downward dog. So we have our fingers spread nice and wide. We are pressing our body away from our hands, pressing our chest back towards our knees, lifting our pelvis nice and high up towards the ceiling. It does not matter if your heels are touching the ground or not, so do not focus on that. Focus on elongating your body, trying to lift it up towards the ceiling. Holding for 3, 2, and let's gaze in between our hands. Take a nice big inhale. Step or hop your feet up to meet your hands. So throughout the class, I'm going to say step or hop to the top of your mat. That's what I mean. Bring your feet up to your hands. And exhale, straightening out those legs. We're going to do a nice giant inhale, bringing our arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands come together, pass down through heart center, lowering to our side. Inhale, lifting and lengthening our body. Exhale, falling all the way down to the floor. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, plant those hands down, stepping or hopping to the back of your mat, which means step or hop back into this high plank position. Exhale, lowering to the base of a push-up. Nice big inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tucking that chin, downward facing dog. Inhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Exhale, straighten out your legs. Inhale, palms come all the way up to the ceiling, gaze follows. Exhale, hands pass down through heart center. So what we just did was called a sun salutation. We're gonna do 3 more of those, just about 1 breath per movement. It'll be slower than a power vinyasa pace, but not as slow as like holding each posture for 3 to 5 breaths. So inhale, reach those arms nice and high, up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands pass through heart center. Inhale, lift up to the ceiling. Exhale, fall all the way down to the ground. Inhale with a flat back. Exhale, plant those hands, step 1 foot back, then the other, or hop back, lowering to the base of a push-up. Nice big inhale, upward facing dog. On the exhale, downward facing dog. Easing in between our hands, inhaling, stepping or hopping to the top of our mat. Exhaling, straightening out our legs. Inhale, palms come all the way up. Exhale, hands pass through heart center. Inhale, lift up to the ceiling. Exhale, fall down to the floor. Inhale, flatten that back. Exhale, all the way down to the base of a push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We got 1 more here. Inhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Exhale, straighten out those legs. Inhale, all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands come down to our side. Inhale, lift to the ceiling. Exhale, fall down to the ground. Inhaling with a flat back. Exhale, all the way to the base of a push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's do some alternating ankle or shin taps. So take that right hand, try to reach the outside of your left ankle or your left calf / shin. Hand comes back to center, same thing on the opposite side. We're gonna do this 3 more times. So right to left, center, left to right, center, right to left, center, left to right, center, right to left, center, left to right, center. All right, let's do a nice big inhale, straighten that right leg all the way up to the ceiling. And as we exhale, we're gonna tap our right knee to our right elbow. Rotate that foot over to the left side, plant our shin down onto the ground. Straighten that back leg out behind us, flexing our front right foot. So you can either stay here, lifting your chest nice and tall. You can lower down onto your forearms, relaxing your head on your hands, or you can straighten your arms straight out in front of you like you do in child's pose. Whatever variation feels best for you and your body is what you should do. Holding this for 10 breaths. Holding for 3, 2, and slowly begin to lift ourselves up. We are going to pick one hand, doesn't matter which one. I'm going to keep my left hand down. I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to reach it back behind me. I'm going to lift my foot up, try to find my toes with my hands. Holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly release. Pressing ourselves up, straightening out that back leg, tucking that knee into our chest. Nice big inhale, shoot that leg nice and high up towards the ceiling. Exhale, planting both feet down onto the ground, entering that downward dog. And nice big inhale, step or hop to the front of our mat. Exhale, straightening out our legs. Inhale, palms come up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands lower down to our sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fall down to the ground. Inhale with a flat back. Exhale to the base of a push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice big inhale, left leg comes nice and high up towards the ceiling. Exhale, tap our knee to elbow, rotating our foot out to the right side, planting that shin down. Straightening out that back leg, flexing our front foot. Same thing here, you can be up on your hands, down on your forearms, or arms straight out in front of you, whatever feels best for you. Holding for 3, 2, slowly lifting ourselves up. Again, same thing, doesn't matter which hand you keep down. I'm going to keep my right hand down, reach back with my left to find my right toes. Holding this for 5. And slowly releasing. Planting both hands down on our mat, straightening out that back leg, lifting our back leg. Nice big inhale, tuck that knee into our chest, shoot it nice and high up towards the ceiling. Exhale, plant both feet down onto the ground. And let's walk our hands back to meet our feet. We're going to do a little chair sequence here. So we bring our feet together. We're bringing our arms back behind us. Nice flat back. Roll those shoulders back onto each other. Nice open chest. And we're just going to do a slight little bend in our knees. So kind of like a quarter squat here. Arms are back behind us. Imagine we're skiing down a hill. And nice big inhale. Swoop those arms as high as you can without shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears. So it doesn't matter if your arms are straight out in front of you or if you have super flexible shoulders and can lift them up to the side of your ears. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, bringing those hands to heart center. We're going to do a little twist here, bringing that right elbow to the outside of our left knee and lifting our chest up towards the ceiling. Holding for 3, 2, 1, coming back to the center, doing the opposite side. Twisting here. And coming back to the center. Straightening out our legs, maybe shaking out your legs if that tensed anything up. And let's bring our feet slightly wider than hip width. Toes are pointed out at about a 45-degree angle. Hands are coming to heart center again. We're going to take our elbows, place them on the inside of our knees. And then what we're going to do here, roll our shoulders back on each other. Chest is nice and open. We're going to sit into a squat. So just sitting your butt down however much you can. If you can only lower to here, that's totally fine. Just focus on pressing your knees out If you can lower all the way down, that's fine. Make sure your chest stays nice and tall though. Holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's release down to a comfortable seated position. Grab your yoga strap and or towel. There's a good chance you might be needing it. We're going to straighten both legs straight out in front of us. Nice big inhale, rotate that pelvis forward, lengthen that spine, suck in that lower abdominal. As you exhale, fall forward down towards your toes. If you can't reach your toes, you want to grab your yoga strap or block or a towel, wrap it around your feet, and use your strap or towel to help pull your body, pull your chest down towards your quads. Relaxing our head, allowing our neck to be relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. With each inhale, try to lengthen your spine a little bit, and on the exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and slowly rolling up our spine. Let's take our legs, open them up like a V. So in a straddle position. Obviously, the more flexible you are, the further out you will be able to reach your legs. If you're having a hard time sitting up straight and there's a wall handed to you, I suggest sitting up against that wall. If you're super tight, just have a slight little bend in your knees like so, and you can still do everything we're about to do, but just keep that slight little bend in your knees if anything is super tight with having your legs straight. Toes can be pointed or straight up, whatever feels most comfortable. We're just taking our hands, reaching them down in front of us, and walking out as far as we can. Holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's grab our strap or our towel, loop it around our foot. Nice big inhale, lengthen that chest nice and tall. On the exhale, we're gonna fold. Trying again, get our chest down on our quad. And let's add a little bit of a twist here. So we're still pulling our body towards our toes. However, we're gonna drop our right elbow down to the ground behind us. And we're gonna lift that left elbow up towards the ceiling, opening our chest. The second you start lifting that left elbow up towards the ceiling, you should start to feel that left low back really opening up. You might feel some tension you didn't even know you had in that part of your body. Holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lowering back down to center, unlooping our foot, bringing our body back to the center, and what you do on one side you must do on the other, so looping towel or strap around our left foot. Nice big inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, trying to lower our chest down to our quad, relaxing our head, trying to stay grounded in both sit bones. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and drop that left elbow down to the ground. Right elbow rotates up towards the ceiling. Holding this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lowering back down, coming back to the center, moving our towel or strap out to the side, grabbing our hands behind our knees, using our hands to help bring our feet together. We are going to again rotate pelvis forward, chest nice and tall, shoulders back on each other, trying to press those knees down towards the ground. Maybe you want to give yourself a little foot massage while you're here. your body up. Let's take that left leg, straighten that left leg out. Keep the right leg right where it is. Nice big inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down toward those toes. Holding this for 3, 2, 1. Rolling back up, keeping the right leg right where it is. We're gonna take our left foot, swoop it back behind us. So we're on the face of that foot. What I don't want to see here is I don't want to see uneven hip bones. So imagine your hip bones are like headlights on a car. You wouldn't want them like this. You want them nice, straight, and level. So what you're trying to do, if you are like this, is you're just trying to relax this portion of your body and try to get it to release down into the ground. So sometimes I'll like place my left hand when I'm super tight up in this area. I'll place my left hand on the ground to try to just shift my body that way to try to level out my hips. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and let's keep this right leg right where it is. We're gonna swoop our left leg again. We're taking our left leg. We're placing our left ankle bone on the inside of our right knee. So for some people, this may be really all they can do. If you have your props, your jars or whatever you grabbed, you can place one under your knee, one under your other knee. If you don't need that for this knee, if this knee is touching the ground, don't worry about it. However, if this knee is still hanging out up here somewhere, you want to make sure it's supported so that your hips can relax. What we are trying to do is we are trying to get both knees onto our feet. Whatever position you are at is totally okay to try to relax your body into this. If you have both legs stacked on top of each other and you'd like to lower your forearms down onto that top leg, feel free to do that. If you'd like to reach your arms straight out in front of you, relaxing your head down, you can do that as well. Holding this for 3, 2, 1, lifting up. Let's come out of this, shift our legs one side to the next. And going back to that butterfly position real quick. Let's straighten out that right leg. Nice big inhale, lengthen our arms. Exhale, fall forward down towards those toes. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Lifting back up, bringing that right foot back behind us. Both sit bones down on the ground. Holding for 3, 2, and let's bring our right hand to the outside of our left knee. Do a little bit of a twist here. Coming back to the center. Left leg stays where it is. Right leg comes around. What we did on one side, we must do on the other. Placing that right leg on top of our left, trying to lower both knees and feet together. Slowly lifting up, planting both feet on the ground, shifting our legs one side to the next. One final thing, and then we will be on our way for the day. If you have a wall or a couch near and you want to place your shoulders on your wall or your couch and just lean on it, that's totally okay. We are crossing our right over our left, planting that left foot down on the ground, hugging that left leg in towards our chest as much as we can, pressing that right knee away from our body. And slowly begin to straighten out that left leg. Straightening that right leg, crossing left over right. Lifting that right leg in towards our chest. Pressing that left knee away from our body. And let's straighten out that right leg. Straightening out that left. Doing one final forward fold. So nice big inhale. Reach those arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fall forward down towards those toes. Slowly releasing. Let's take a moment here, share a few final grounding breaths. Inhaling through our nose. Exhaling out of our mouth. Relaxing that space in between our eyebrows. Relaxing our eyes. Unclenching our jaw. Releasing our tongue from the roof of our mouth. Just breathing here. Inhaling through our nose. Exhaling out of our mouth.